Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and hello if you're new here, welcome. Hi, my name is Huda Beauty. Today I thought I would film a Valentine's makeup look, like a sexy makeup look, whether you're going out on a date, you're going out on a date night with your boyfriend, girlfriend, if you're chilling by yourself and you feel like getting glam, if you are seeing your friends, whatever you're doing. I just thought I would do a tutorial for just anyone, but I just thought I'd do something sexy. This makeup's gonna last all night, if you know what I mean. And yeah, if you want to see how I did this makeup look, then please keep watching. Make sure to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm gonna first do my brows. I've actually been using this Kai brow, which is from Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Ebony recently, and I actually really like this pencil. I just saw that she had some products in Selfridges, and I was in there and I was like, okay, let me just try a couple things. And I actually really like this brow pencil, so I just feel like I do my brows the same every single time. But I try not to put too much product in my brows because they're already really structured. But yeah, this brow pencil is really creamy, and you don't have to apply like a lot of pressure to get colour payoff, which I like, because I hate those brow pencils that are really dry and you're literally like pushing down so hard to get any product to come out. I'm just putting a tiny bit through the start of my brow. Like I'm going really light with the pressure. I'm next going to take the H&B Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer in the shade SF2W. I'm going to use this to just carve out my brows and use this as an eyeshadow base. So I'm just taking a flat synthetic brush and I'm just gonna, yeah, carve out the brow. And then I'm just taking some product and applying this all over the lid. I feel like my eyelids at the moment have gone really like red, and I think it's from the eyelash serum that I've been using. It's like I just have this red ring like around my eye, and I mentioned it before and someone said to me that it's probably from that eyelash serum that I've been using, but I still use it just because it makes my eyelashes so long. I feel like this part of my makeup just always looks so scary, like whoa, I look crazy. Next, I'm going to take some of the Soft Focus loose powder in the shade Translucent, which is actually now back in stock, you guys. Like, it's been out of stock for so long and it's back and it's going fast again. I actually can never go over how quickly this powder goes out of stock. It's insane. So I'm just taking a flat fluffy brush and I'm just going to tap this over the concealer. Just a really light amount, not too much. And I'm also just going to press a little bit into my brows as well. So this next bit, I know everyone's going to be like, wait, what, you're putting cream on top of powder? Yes, I am, and it's absolutely fine, so don't worry. I'm going to use the Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer in the shade SF5W, and I'm going to apply this just above my crease because I want to contour my lid. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend it out and buff it in. I'm going to blend it up towards the brow, but I just feel like this gives me a lot more of like a contoured lid when I put the cream underneath like a shadow, or in this case in a minute I'm going to use bronzer, but I just feel like it just gives a better finish. Once I've done that, I'm going to take the H&B Cosmetics bronzer in the shade Medium. This is really warm, so it gives me that really nice warmth to the lid. I'm going to be doing quite warm shadows, and then I want to do like a smoky liner. This is just literally the look that I'm going to be doing on Valentine's Day. I just think it's really sexy and it just makes your eyes look sultry. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's the vibe. Next, I'm going to take some bronzer in the shade Medium D, and I'm just going to deepen up the crease with the shade. I'm just going to keep the lid nice and bronzy. I just really want to add some depth, and I'm also going to pull this out as well. A lot of the times at the moment when I do my eye makeup, I do just use bronzers. I just feel like then when I do my base makeup, it all just ties in really nicely. Like all the tones and everything looks nice and monochrome and just looks way nicer than if I use like brown shadows and then I use bronzer on my skin. It doesn't tie in as nice. Then just taking the fluffy brush with the shade Medium and going over that, just make sure there's no harsh line there. Just real quick, has anyone been watching that that thing on Netflix about Tinder, that guy on Tinder that was scamming all them women? I'm just shocked. How is he out of prison, please? I'm just so shocked. No disrespect as well, I just feel like this woman was really naive. Like, it would never be me, that's all I'm saying. No one could ever scam me like that. Now I'm going to take some of the concealer, the Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer in SF2W, which I use to apply on the lid. I'm taking a little bit of that, just put it on the back of my hand, and I'm taking this flat synthetic brush again. And I am just going to carve out the lid. Honestly, that Tinder thing, I'm just so confused. Like, I'm honestly just shocked. Like, how is this guy on Instagram basically doing the exact same thing? I'm just really confused. Does anyone else just feel like that just isn't, it's just not making sense? I feel like this is giving me 2016 vibes right now, but it's not going to look like this when we're finished. It's all going to be softened. It's just to give me that real structure to the eyeshadow, just where I lost it, where I was blending too much. I'm just taking some of the loose powder again in translucent, and I'm just going to set that again. And then I'm going to take the brush that I used to add the deeper shadow in the crease, and I'm going to go over that line, and I'm just going to slowly soften it because I don't want a harsh line there, so I'm going to just soften it. Okay, so now I've softened that. I'm going to finish this eye in a minute off camera, but I'm just going to do this eye for now. I'm going to take this shadow from, this is the Christina, I think her name is Sikalias. I might be saying that wrong, and I do apologise if I just said that wrong. She's an Australian makeup artist and she has her own brand, and this palette is everything. And I'm just taking the shadow creamer and I'm just packing this on the lid. And I'm using the Ariel Morphe A20 brush. This brush is everything. So I'm just taking some of this is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Liner in black. And then I am just going to stop it 3/4 of the way across my eye. So I'm not bringing it all the way in. Some people, it's eye shape that suits. For me personally, it looks better when I stop my liner like 3/4 of the way, rather than bring it all the way in. So it just depends on what works best for your eye shape. I'm then just taking a really small brush. This is the Morphe Ariel Collab A18 brush, and I'm taking it from this palette, this Christina palette, the shade Mocha, which is a darker brown, and I'm just going to use this to buff the edges out of the wing. And then once I've used that shadow, I'm going to go back to the bronzer in shade Medium Deep, the same brush, and I'm then going to start softening that edge. So I've got basically blending it out as a transition from darkest to lightest. I'm just taking some of the concealer and I'm just going to sharpen up the edge. Next I'm going to apply some mascara. I love this Huda Beauty mascara. It has curl and length on one side and volume on the other side. So I'm first going to do the volume. So just apply this first and then I do the length. But my eyelashes have got so long from that serum. I used the UK Lash serum and it's honestly so good. So yeah, because my eyelashes are so dramatic now with just mascara on, I don't actually apply much false lashes. I'm just going to do a couple of long ones on the outer corner, just individual ones, just to give me that extra snatch on the outer corner. But apart from that, I don't apply lashes anymore, because yeah, my natural lashes have just grown so much and I just have to put mascara on, and here we are, which is so much easier. So I'm just taking the other side of the mascara. This is the curl and length side. When I tell you guys I literally had no eyelashes, I'm not joking. Like, this serum has just done wonders. I had literally no lashes. I kept getting lash extensions at one point, and like, honestly, my lashes were non-existent, so the fact that my lashes are now this long is actually insane. Right, so I'm going to show you what I've been doing with my lashes, because like I said, I've not been applying false lashes all the way across just because I don't feel like I need to. So I've only got 4 of these left, which is not great. I'm going to have to do 2 on each eye. I need to get some more. These are the Ardell Duralash. These are in long. They're just flares, they're just little individual flares, and I just apply them. I put a little bit of lash glue, so I'm going to use this Isla lash glue. I put it on the back of my hand like this. And then I just take the lashes, so it's a little individual lash, like, don't know if this is really showing up, like this, and I dip it in the lash glue, like that. And then I just stick these, just literally right on the outer corner. This gives me extra length. I want that cat eye, so I just want a little bit of extra length on the outer corner, just to keep that eye looking nice and lifted. So because I've only got 4 left, I'm going to do 2 on each side. And then I've got some medium ones as well, which I might just add 1 of. But this is just way easier now than putting full on strip lashes on. And then I have got some of these medium ones as well, so I'm just going to put a medium one on the outer corner as well, just to blend that in. Because it will blend like the shorter ones, the natural lashes with the longer ones. More of a, like a nice transition. So I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm just going to push them up. But I just want to let that glue dry down first. So let's start on the skin. I'm going to just apply some oil. This is the Cannabis Sativa Seed Herbal Concentrate Oil from Kiehls. It's so good. Like, it's honestly the best oil I've ever used for my skin. It doesn't break me out and it just keeps me nice and hydrated. But I like to apply a little bit of oil under my makeup. I feel like this weather at the moment is making my skin so dry. And then I'm going to apply some eye cream. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. Love, love, love this. I'm just going to put some of this under the eyes. I think if you have any problems with your under eyes feeling dry when you wear makeup, then just make sure you wear an eye cream. Okay, so for foundation, I've actually been using the new Be Perfect. This is the Chroma Cover Matte Foundation. I actually love this because I put an oil under my skin and then I put this matte on foundation on top. It's not super matte where it's like uncomfortable. It's really, really nice. I do like to mix a couple shades, so I'm just doing this on the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to apply this with synthetic brush. And then I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender. But yeah, I love this foundation. It's new. If you've not tried it, give it a go. If you like a full coverage, and like I said, it's matte, but it's not too matte. Like, it's not like an uncomfortable matte formula. It's nice. And because I put an oil on underneath, it just feels really, really nice. It gives me full coverage. Doing my base makeup is literally like my favourite part. Doing my base makeup and putting mascara on now. I used to, like, I didn't even care for mascara when I had no lashes, but now I actually really enjoy putting mascara on. So for concealer, obviously, I'm going to use the Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer in the shade SF2W. Just to let you know, guys, as well, if you want to get any products from HME Cosmetics, you can use discount code LOVE10 at checkout. Just give you a little discount for Valentine's Day if you want to be looking snatched. So yeah, use the code LOVE10 at checkout and you get money off. So I'm going to just apply this right in the corner here. I get the most amount of darkness. I bring the excess up down the sides of the nose like this. And then I just do the outer corner here. So I'm going to do the same on this side. My dark circles seem to be getting worse with age. Like, gone are the days where I used to just have no dark circles, no redness, no nothing. Then I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush and I'm just going to place the concealer exactly where I want it. And then I literally soften the edges of the concealer as well, so just lightly. And then all I do then is press it in with the sponge. This is because then the concealer doesn't disperse too much and it stays exactly where I want it to be. So again, I'm just doing the same on this side. So I just literally map out exactly where I want it to be. I have time to work with this concealer. It doesn't dry down very fast. It is a full coverage, but it gives you a satin finish, so it's not matte, it's not dewy, it's like that in between. And it works for all skin types. So I'm then going to take my sponge and I'm going to press the concealer in. So when I'm doing a full glam and I like a bright under eye, I use shade 2W. If I am just doing like a natural kind of look and I just want to do a little bit of concealer, I use shade 2.5W. Or sometimes if I don't want a bright under eye, then I do 2.5. So I mix between shades 2 and 2.5W if you need me for shade reference. But if you don't like a really bright under eye, then go for 2.5. Or if you do like a bright under eye, go for 2W like me. Then I'm going to take the Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer in the shade SF5W and I'm going to put some dots on my forehead. Just here, the cheekbone. Keeping this nice and high. I'm going to go along my jawline as well. And then I'm just going to take some of this down the front of my nose as well to contour my nose. I'm then going to use this buffing brush from Bobbi Brown and I'm going to use this to blend out the concealer. Like, it blends out so easy, you hardly need to do anything. It's like the easiest cream formula to blend. I'm literally so glad that I created this concealer because I honestly cannot live without it now. It's my ride or die. Like, I don't think I will ever change. Because I just use it for so many things. Cream, bronzer. You can use, I've seen people using it for foundation as well, which is crazy because you do get 15ml of product in this tube, which is the same amount of product as the Too Faced Multi Sculpt Concealer. You get the same amount of product. And this one's £16. It's cheaper, but you get a lot of product in there, so I have seen people using it for foundation as well. But it's honestly such a versatile product. You can use it for so many different things: cream, contour, concealer. You can use it if you don't like to wear too much makeup, you just do a couple of dots, blend it out, or if you like full coverage. It's just really versatile. No matter what you are doing on Valentine's Day, I hope you have self-care. If you're by yourself, do something that you love to do. Maybe get some wine, watch a film, or whatever it is that you like to do for self-care. Or if you're going on a date, then that's exciting. I hope it goes well. If you're going out with your man, your girlfriend, whatever you're doing, your girlfriend, boyfriend, hope you have the best time. If you spend it with friends, hope you have the best time. Or if you just don't care for it, then that's fine as well. But one thing I'm going to say is don't go messaging your ex, alright? Don't do it. Don't do it, stuff. Don't do it. You'll regret it. So I'm going to do a bit of cream blush. This is the blush from Made by Mitchell in the shade Peach Sugar. Love, love, love this. I'm just going to do a couple of dots here. It's such an amazing formula. Like, I cannot live without this. I use it all the time. I feel like I sound like a broken record. I use it that much. And then I'm just taking this brush. This is the angled face brush from Bobbi Brown. I really love Bobbi Brown brushes. I feel like they're really slept on. They're so good. I'm keeping this nice and high, and I'm pulling it all the way back. And I do bring it quite high up under the under my eyes as well. I feel like blush is just a must. Like, how weird does everything look when you don't put blush on? So powder, this is the key ingredient to keeping this face snatched all night, whatever you're doing, okay? This is going to keep your makeup on. So, I'm going to use the Soft Focus Loose Powder in the shade Translucent. We are back in stock. Use code LOVE10 at checkout, you get a discount. So, yeah, like I said, this is going to keep your makeup on, no matter what. And you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna pick some of this up on my sponge and I'm gonna press this under the eyes and you want to really press it in. It's a very finely milled powder. It's not going to feel like heavy, like oh my god I've got so much powder on. It doesn't feel cakey or anything. It's just like a really lightweight powder, and you see how it's really smoothed everything out compared to this side. This side you can see kind of like pores here, whereas here it's just nice and smooth, so it's going to smooth everything out. Just going to set the centre of the forehead. But yeah, the powder is the key ingredient. With the excess on the sponge, I'm just pressing this in all over. I want to try this because there's a makeup artist from LA, I'm obsessed with him. His name is Louis Soulhouse, I think it is on Instagram. He does a lot of like influencer makeup and models and stuff, and his makeup looks amazing. He always tags using our medium tan powder, which is the loose soft focus loose powder in shade medium tan, and he said he uses it as like a bronze. So instead of using the bronzer today, I'm going to try this powder because he always makes it look amazing. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take shade medium tan on this brush. This is the Morphe M527 brush. It's a really big fluffy brush, and it really evenly disperses the product. It's really good. So yeah, let's give this a go. I'm just applying this over the areas where I applied the cream. Because this powder has an ingredient in it which really kind of makes the skin look nice and smooth, like it smooths everything. It's actually really nice as a bronzer. My brush is a little bit wet because I've only just washed them like not long ago, and I thought they were dry and they're not dry. This is giving golden hour, and I'm here for it. Okay, I think this looks really nice. It's giving golden hour, and I'm here for it. If you want to do golden hour in actual bronzer form though, use shade medium. If you're similar to me, we have loads of warm shades. Medium is a really warm shade. Light tan is a really, or light warm. Light tan, light warm, really warm as well. Shade dark tan, that's warm as well. So if you like a warm bronzer, which I love, those shades out of all the shades are the warmest. Depending on whether you're deeper skin tone or lighter than me or the same as me. Next, I'm going to apply a little bit more blush because I want more of a pinky. I like the peach underneath, and I like to put a little bit of pink powder on top. So this is the Kylie blush in the shade Baddie on the Block. I'm obsessed. And again, I'm taking a Bobbi Brown. This is the blush brush from Bobbi Brown. And I'm just going to press this on. I don't like to rub too much when I'm applying my powders. I just prefer to press it. But this is just like a little bit more of a pink. And I really like how this looks. I feel like this must be the kind of blush that she wears. You know, she has that really pinky blush sometimes. I think this is the kind of shade she wears, because this gives that same effect, if you like that. Okay, so for brow gel, I use the Kylie brow gel as well. It's just a clear one. It's so good. So I'm just going to put that through the brows, because we want to keep the brow hairs in place. I'm just taking some of the soft focus loose powder in the shade Fair, and I'm just bring this up down the sides of the nose. Just gets rid of any shadows and just gives that extra brightness. And I also use this as well to put down the ridge of the nose. So I'm going to take some black liner, the black gel liner that I use for the wing, and I'm just going to put this in my waterline. You could just keep it like this if you wanted to, but it's date night, okay? Or it's Valentines, so we need to smoke this out and make it look sexy. I'm going to take this small fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the bronzer in the shade Medium Deep. And I'm going to buff this under the eye. So what I'm doing right now is I'm buffing this shade, but I'm then going to go in with a darker brown and go closer to the lash line. I've noticed that it works better if I apply the darkest, then the lightest, then the middle shade. And then taking that shade Mocha from this palette, and I'm just putting this just below my waterline and really tight to the lash line. So I don't like to put bottom mascara on because I feel like because my bottom lashes are so long now, it kind of drags my eyes down. So I don't put bottom mascara on, I just leave it like this. But if you have shorter lashes, then definitely put a little bit of black mascara on. But yeah, for me personally, I just don't. But lastly for lip, this is the Huda Beauty lip liner in the shade Talk to the Hand. Talk to the hand because the face ain't listening. So I'm going to line my lips with this. I love this shade of lip liner. It's like a really nice brown. And then I've just shaded in my lips a little bit, and then I take my finger and I just blend it. And then for lipstick, my new favourite lipstick is this shade from Urban Decay. It's the shade Oat Milk Cream. And then I go back to the lip liner and I just blend it. But I love this lipstick because it's like a really creamy formula and it doesn't feel dry. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to spray my face. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is just going to let all the powders soak into the skin. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is the date night glam that I'm going to be wearing. Again, like I said, if you're single and you're just chilling by yourself and you just feel like getting glam for yourself, why not? If you're with your guys or your girls, or if you're going out with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever you're doing, you can still get glam. Why not? Why not? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Don't forget, if you want to get any products from HB Cosmetics, use the code LOVE10. I got you. You're going to be looking snatched for Valentine's Day. Okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.